Hello and welcome back. This is another episode of Genshin Impact on my main account. And this is just kind of like an update episode. I just finished editing. I just finished editing the episode of I just finished editing my initial upgrade video of Ganyu and all that. But yeah. So now this is gonna be like a follow-up episode. I'm gonna try and release it at the exact same time, just that way they're like right next to each other and you guys can see like where I was then and where I am now. I think, yeah, because Ganyu came out last week, so I'm recording this update video a week after the initial one. So yeah. But first, why don't we annihilate some of Timmie's birds? One got away, but we still got most of them. And when Timmie comes back in the morning, he'll be like, "Where are my birds?" And we'll just be able to laugh in the corner. But anyway, so yeah, let's take a look. Last time, in the previous video, we only were able to get her to 60. Now she's 80. And we only got her bow to 50 on its way to 60, but now that's maxed out as well. So let's take a look at talents real quick. She has her basic attack at 8 as far as I could get it, which actually that wasn't even intentional. I thought I could get it one more level and I just didn't have enough resources, but I'm not complaining. And we haven't really touched this because it's nice, but upgrading it's not too necessary. It's really just there to help distract while I get a couple charge shots off. And then we upgrade her ult a little bit. Not farther than this, because this is where we get most of our damage from, but it's still an important part of her kit, so I got it anyways. And then we have this unlocked, which gives us some extra cryo damage bonus when we're inside the AoE of her ult, so not too bad. So let's take a look at her artifacts real quick. We still have a full Blizzard Strayer set. We made a few adjustments and upgraded some things. So where's the flower? So our flower has crit damage, elemental mastery, and then these two we don't really like. I mean, this is okay, but we normally would prefer percent attack. And then defense stats in general are kind of useless on her. And then here we got a nice little extra chunk of crit rate, nice little energy recharge, attack percent. The only thing really holding this back is this defense flat stat. If we could have gotten like crit damage or even a flat attack, that would have been nice, or some elemental mastery too. This isn't part of the Blizzard Strayer set, it's just a random piece, but it's a pretty decent one because it has attack percent, mastery, recharge, and crit rate. Again, flat defense holding it back. Here we got that crowd damage bonus helping us out. Got a little bit of crit rate, energy recharge, and again, defense. Like I said last time, we got a bunch of random defense rolls and it's annoying. As you can see, we're trying to get this to 20. It doesn't have the best rolls because that flat defense and flat HP suck. But crit rate, energy recharge is not terrible. We did get one roll into the flat HP stat, which made me want to cry, but you know, what can you do? So those are her artifacts. Let's take a look at her overall stats. I don't know if it, I don't think it, hold up, I need to check something. Artifacts, artifact details, yeah, 21%, okay. So I thought because actually if I had Diluc and Bennett in the same party with her, her attack number would actually be higher, because Pyro Resonance increases attack by 25%, and it actually displays it in your stats when you have them in your party. So I was wondering if having Chi-Chi in my party would actively display the 15% extra crit rate you get from having, what am I saying? From having Cryo Resonance. but it doesn't, so that's good. But anyways, so as you can see, we basically doubled our attack with our bow and our artifacts. These two stats don't really matter. Got a little bit of elemental mastery, which is nice. And this may seem low, but with all the other factors from everything, that's actually really good. As you can see, we don't have best crit damage, but it's still good. And we have a little bit of energy recharge, which isn't bad. And we got a nice little crowd damage bonus down here. So let's see. This is 26%, but when you take into account the cryo resonance, that's an extra 15 on top of this, which gets it to 41%. And this is assuming that we meet all the conditions of everything. So if we meet all the conditions of Blizzard Strayer, which is applying cryo and then freezing someone, that's an extra 40%, so that's 81%. And then if we come over to her talents, this one, after firing Frostflake Arrow, the crit rate of a subsequent Frostflake Arrow. So my initial one will still be stuck at that 80% if we meet all the conditions, but the arrow after that is guaranteed to be a crit if we meet all the conditions, because it's an extra 20%, which gets us to like 101 crit rate. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, so that's where we're at with Ganyu. And in this video, we're going to be doing just a quick side-by-side test again on Electro Cube, Ganyu versus Diluc. I did make a few adjustments to Diluc. His weapon and his level are still the same. My adjustments were more so in the realm of artifacts. I finally started going on the Crimson Witch set for him. So now he has a little bit of pyro damage bonus. And let's see, so attack percent, flat attack, energy recharge, not too bad. HP's useless. Defense useless, but attack percent, crit damage, and energy recharge not too bad. And then we have crit damage, crit rate, flat attack, not the best, but it's okay. That HP's the one that really kills it. These two are terrible, but we don't have too much in the way of options here, so it's fine for now. And then crit rate, we kind of had to settle because it has attack percent, but thankfully we did get like double rolls into attack percent, so it's not all bad. Yeah. So that's where we're at with Diluc. His talents, we were able to upgrade his one a little bit, and then we upgrade his alt for obvious reasons. And we tried to upgrade this, but yeah, we don't have enough materials to really upgrade this, so it's unfortunate, but it's not the most important. Like, it does damage, but the most important thing is upgrading this. Yeah, so let's take a look at his overall stats. As you can see, we basically added 2 times his base damage, so we effectively multiplied his base damage by 3. He has decent crit rate. His crit damage took a little bit of a hit. I think in the previous video it was like 10% higher or so. And I think his energy recharge might be a little lower, but that pyro damage bonus is nice to have. But yeah, without further ado, let's get to the bosses. But actually, and I'm going to try and do this better than I did last time. Last time I messed up on a lot of numbers. Which reminds me, there's another thing I need to take into account. So I am like 1 or 2 levels higher than last week in terms of adventure rank. I think last week I was 46 when I got Ganyu. I don't entirely remember. But yeah. But it doesn't make too big of a difference because we're still the same world level, which means the boss will still be the same level. So yeah. I need to stop at a statue to heal my characters. So give me a second. Alrighty, and now we're going to start the test. So, I have them in the same team, and I'm going to make this a little more... Shush? We can't freeze the boss anyway, so we don't have to worry about, like, team comps. Let's see. I guess Ganyu would have a little bit of an advantage because having Chi-Chi in the party gives her the 15% crit rate. But also I feel like generally if you're playing Ganyu, you're gonna have her with another cryo character. But anyway, so I'm gonna allow that. Now during the battle, the only support Diluc or Ganyu are allowed to have is Chi-Chi's ult and her E, because those do minimal damage, and they also heal the two characters. And again, when you have those two characters, you're probably gonna have them with a healer. So yeah, we're gonna start with Ganyu just to see how. Let's start with Diluc. Yeah. So yeah, those are the conditions. Jean's just kind of there to be there. But yeah. And then I'm gonna start the timer on this once the cube like opens up into its active form. Okay. Nope. Oh, I missed that first one, but it's fine. Okay, so off to a pretty good start with Diluc. Got maybe, what, like a sixth of its health? Yeah, roughly, or maybe closer to a fifth. Alright, come on. Oh, no. Okay, and we have it just about halfway. We're gonna wait to throw that all out when it does the little like circle and laser beams. Like that. Okay, and let's throw out the ult. Okay, it's looking like we might be... No, I don't think we'll have enough. Okay. Whew, that was close. I didn't quite want to use his E just because I would need it for this, but I have his ult up, and that should do most of the work. Let's see, does the fire? Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Oh, it does, okay. Alright, so that was Diluc's run, and I'm going to do a little jump cut here. Alrighty, and now we're going to run the Ganyu test. By the time I'm done with this recording, it'll be like 45 minutes, but that's because I had a lot of long pauses in between. I think the final video will probably be somewhere in the 20s, maybe a little less, hopefully a little less. But yeah, so without further ado, here we go. Wow. Okay. So we could get about 2 or so shots off. But did you guys see that damage? Yeah, okay. So now that she's on par with Diluc, like in terms of character and weapon level, she is dealing massive damage. And at a pretty fast rate too. And we'll drop her ult when they go into the circle. Ooh, we got a third one off. Wow, we may not even need the ult. Alright, well let's just drop it just for the fun, you know? It's not doing too bad. I mean, it's not meant to be a mega massive damage dealer, but you know. I don't think I need to full charge this. And final shot. I'm pretty sure that was faster than our Diluc run. You'll see in the final video, I'll have like the timestamp up here for how long each took. But yeah, damn. Well, that makes me very happy. So yeah, that was our Ganyu versus Diluc test. Obviously, there are certain enemies where their numbers won't exactly be the same, and Diluc will always be better against Krow enemies, and Ganyu will always be better against Pyro enemies, because elements. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed this update video, and I hope to see you next time. Peace. Alright, little bonus clip here because I forgot to include it earlier in the video. Basically, last video I said that you couldn't build a bridge with Ganyu, and that's not true. You can, it's just not as good or as easy, which I'll show you right now. We were having a little bit of a struggle in the middle there, but we got this. And it's actually pretty quick as long as you're like very strict about it. Oh no. Oh, I messed up. But like, you can see we got a good ways. But yeah, this is like my third time recording it. I don't feel like doing that again. It's just a hassle. But if you really want to make it work, you can. So yeah, Ganyu bridge building. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed this little snippet at the end. And peace.